Well, let's talk about the controversial thing, the vaccine. Who's not going to take the vaccine because they think it might be dangerous? Raise your hands. Now take that hand and slap yourself in the fucking face. Do you hear that? That was the voice of fucking reason, wasn't it? The spread of COVID was directly linked to how dense the population is, and some of the population really quite fucking dense.
Hey guys, so that clip, which is from Jimmy Carr's new stand-up special, soon to be on Netflix, is doing the rounds on social media, and some people are getting really irate about it, and they're accusing Jimmy Carr of publicly shaming those who refuse to have a certain injection. I'm not going to mention it because sometimes this video site can be quite weird about what happens when you mention that injection and that particular disease. What do you reckon? Now, he is a comedian, let's not forget that. He is perhaps singling out a person or a group of people in his audience who have decided for some reason at a comedy show to admit they haven't had the injection. However, at the end of the video you can see him laughing in a kind of, I suppose, endearing way at them, so I was assuming there was no bad blood, but I could be wrong. On your screen here you can see a few little notes from Twitter about this particular clip and what people think about it. Does this make you angry? Should it make you angry? Isn't that part of a comedian's job though? Some people always say, well, if you don't make me laugh, you're not a comedian. But surely the job of a comedian is not just to make you laugh, but also to point out things that are going on in contemporary society and perhaps put a take on it that you hadn't expected. And if this makes you angry, does it also make you think about that particular subject and what your views and thoughts on that particular subject are? Does it make you even consider revisiting that particular subject or changing your opinion about it? I'm just wondering, because that's also part of a comedian's job. I just don't think comedians are there to do gag after gag after gag. I think they also have to make points about current situations, and those points might make you think about stuff in another way. And that happens a lot in comedy, you know. A lot of other comedians, you know, look back, how far back can you go? Even like to comedians like Dave Allen, they didn't just tell jokes, they told stories, and sometimes their stories had points. And you see that progressing through comedy these days. Now, obviously Jimmy Carr doesn't really do that. He's more of a very kind of one-line guy who comes up with particularly dark jokes and then follows them up with several more, even more dark jokes, all that kind of stuff. I think he's obviously sharing his opinion on the subject through these jokes. Yes, I suppose it does come off as a little bit preachy, but maybe that's the point he wants to make. One assumes he hasn't been paid by the government to say this, or maybe he has. Jimmy Carr, government comedian. God, what a boring job that would be. Anyway, there you go. I mean, I feel like if you're a comedian and you're in this situation, you're stuck in terms of the jokes you can make about this particular issue. I don't know how you can come out of any kind of number of jokes about this pandemic without someone saying you're either this vile example of this or you're this vile example of this, because you have to take a side at some point, and I guess maybe people don't like the fact that he's taken that particular side. Well, thanks for watching anyway, guys. See you around. Bye.